BBC Radio 4 Extra.
It's 6 o'clock and we begin our Doctor Who adventure next. Muriel Sparks' Loitering with Intent is one of the books under discussion in A Good Read, along with Diana Mosley's autobiography and Capellan of Malta by Nicholas Montserrat. Join Rosie Boycott and her panel of bookworms in half an hour. In the classic comedy, there's The Anarchic Burkiss Way, and then Kenneth Williams and Miriam Margolyes star in The Betty Witherspoon Show at 7:30. Now we begin a four-part Doctor Who adventure, and this one deals with one legacy of the 1960s, a fear of imminent nuclear war, which would carry on for decades, in a story called Protect and Survive. You probably know how wayward the TARDIS can be, even when it has the Doctor at the helm. But how does it behave when the Doctor is nowhere to be found?
Watch up in there. Here he comes!
And you can hear part 2 of Doctor Who, Protect and Survive, at the same time tomorrow.
They say the pub got its name because the resurrection men used the close as a shortcut when they were delivering bodies to the anatomists.
In the seventh dimension this week.
BBC Radio 4 Extra.
It's midnight. Hello, this is Jim Lee, back with you for the rest of the night and about to bring you the next part of our Doctor Who adventure. In 30 minutes, Lives in a Landscape visits a Romany community in Hertfordshire, once championed by Barbara Cartland, and now finding itself under threat again. And later, the Reverend Richard Coles joins Norwegian musicians under the Northern Lights to perform music on instruments carved from blocks of ice. The music that melted is at 1:30. Addressing a legacy of the 60s now on 4 Extra, Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred star in Doctor Who, Protect and Survive by Jonathan Morris.
BBC Radio 4 Extra.
It's 6 o'clock. Hello, this is Susan Ray. In a moment, our Doctor Who adventure continues. Time repeats itself and the Doctor is responsible. Ace tries to work out his plan in Protect and Survive. Then in half an hour, I'm eclectic. You have poor taste. Dominic Arkwright, Badisha, Toby Young and Safraz Manzoor discuss bad taste and guilty pleasures. So bad it's good in Off the Page. Now, Doctor Who. This story addresses the legacy of the 1960s, in this case the fear of nuclear war stretching into the 80s. This is the penultimate episode of Protect and Survive, written by Jonathan Morris and starring Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred.
Moloch?
I have come, my children. I have come to set you free.
The final part, tomorrow.
On BBC Radio 4 Extra.
Yes. Have we met?
You, madam.
BBC Radio 4 Extra.
Science fiction time, as it's 6 o'clock, time for the Doctor and his companions to avert a terrible catastrophe. They must protect and survive next. Then the biographical series in which a distinguished guest chooses someone who's inspired them and argues for their inclusion in the gallery of great lives. This week, the football commentator John Motson chooses the football manager Brian Clough. Matthew Parris introduces Great Lives at 6:30. Now, Doctor Who. Moloch has been summoned, the first and the greatest. What will his arrival mean for Ace and Hex in the final episode of Protect and Survive?
are you doing here?
More to the point, what have you done with the doctor?
Protect and Survive was written by Jonathan Morris and starred Sylvester McCoy as the Doctor, with Sophie Aldred as Ace. Hex was played by Philippe Olivier, Albert by Ian Hogg, Peggy by Elizabeth Bennet, and Moloch by Peter Egan. Original music was composed by Wilfredo Acosta. It was directed by Ken Bentley, and Protect and Survive was produced by David Richardson for Big Finish.
They say the pub got its name because the resurrection men used the close as a shortcut when they were delivering bodies to the anatomists.
In the seventh dimension this weekend, A Sinister Story by Val.